Welcome to DNA's Birding Adventures. We're at Bandelier National Monument for some birding. We're on a 2-week trip to see some sights in New Mexico, do some birding, camping, hiking, and this time we're at Juniper Campground, Bandelier National Monument for days 3 and 4 of our trip.
Day 4, heading to Bandelier National Monument.
So far, New Mexico has some exceptional birding. In our last video, we stopped by the Rio Grande Gorge, stayed at the Cibola Mesa Campground, hiked down in the canyon, and even did a little bit of a bike ride and tried to bird at the same time. We added 2 new birds to our 2024 birding list, and we'll see what we can find here at Bandelier National Monument. And here we go. We found an excellent camping spot in Juniper Campground, site number 54. All right, we found a great spot. There's a bear-safe storage container. Beautiful cliffs up there. Lots of birds and ready to camp. Upon arrival, we were already greeted by some birds. We just saw the Williamson sapsucker. It's on the left-hand branch. Or ladder-backed.
No.
It took a minute to identify her. She's a little bit more brown than the male Williamson sapsuckers who have red. We've already seen a Williamson sapsucker before. We were hoping for the ladder-back, but maybe later. After checking into our campsite, we headed down into Frijoles Canyon.
This is Frijoles Canyon at Bandelier National Monument.
We're interested in birding, but also we want to check out the ruins of the ancestral Pueblo people. We'll take the Pueblo Loop Trail of the Kewanee people and their dwellings, and of course some birding.
Actually, look at the checks on it. And the rusty underparts. No, it's a thrush.
Thrush? Walking along, it was just so fascinating thinking that the natives grew corn, which is maize, beans, and squash. In fact, frijoles is Spanish for beans. In its prime, this village was developed in the late 1400s, and it's just a beautiful canyon. Archaeological surveys show there's at least 3,000 sites. This is just a small part of what's been uncovered here in Bandelier National Monument. Here's a walk through their homes, kivas, and some of their petroglyphs. The longhouse, petroglyphs, remnants from the structures and the dwellings. Oh yeah. Looks like a rug design. Petroglyphs. Yeah. You can see remnants of the color pigment. Oh, yeah, up in there. Right there. That one especially. Hi. Oh, you're trying to stock up for the winter? Look at that crack. It's a nice little pool spot. Huh. Northern Flicker. The Talus House. Oh, here's it's a reconstruction. Yeah, in the early 1900s. It's a reconstruction, but still cool. You still see the fire stains. Oh wow. Oh yeah, look at the design. Little chimneys. Maybe. Darn. Closed due to vandalism. That's an old Kiva in there. Heading into the trees now. We've been hearing a lot of birds. Juniper titmice, Townsend solitaire. Just saw a cute little squirrel. There's ponderosa pine trees too. Darn, you can't go down that trail because of the flood last month. And check out this tree that's bent over. The natives here carved out of the tuff from the volcano, which we'll visit in a future video. The volcano is called Valles Caldera. There were signs depicting all the birds and critters that live in this canyon. Flora and fauna galore. Leaves are changing. It's fall. So Rocky Mountain juniper, 1C juniper, and alligator juniper. We saw those down in Arizona. This might be the, I don't know, which one? I love the smell of the older ponderosas, which smell like vanilla. You just saw a whole bunch of dark-eyed juncos in there. And the ponderosa pine. Oh, white-breasted nuthatch. There's also a lot of pygmy nuthatches, brown creeper, northern flickers.
That's what I can hear.
Yeah. Little ones?
Ruby. He's a nuthatch here on the tree. Oh, he just went behind it. Here he comes.
What kind of nuthatch?
Oh, white-breasted nuthatch.
That's one big cottonwood. Oh yeah, just saw the hairy woodpecker. There's another white-breasted nuthatch. Oh, there he is. Right by the visitor center. Hermit thrush. Lunch at the visitor center was the best green chili burger Dave had for the whole trip. This is the Doug's burger. Oh my gosh, it has a chili relleno on top. Bacon, cheese, green chilies.
Yeah.
Fried bread. Yum. More birding to come at the campground. We're in the Coyote Loop Juniper Campground at Bandelier National Monument. And we're here now. Today we walked up the canyon, the Frijoles Canyon, and here's the campground. We're right around 54. There it is, 54. Oh, okay, I'm right at the bathroom. They have information about the shorthorn lizards that are common here in the winter of the pinyon juniper woodland. And then all these animals. And oh, look at this. International Dark Sky Designation. Yeah, the Aurora Borealis are supposed to be seen all the way down here tonight. We'll have to see. Time for a break and do some birding right at the campsite. This young and bold canyon towhee was right around our campsite. A few of them actually. It even got up into the wheel well and tried to make himself at home. If a squatter, I'd say, we'll have to charge him some rent. What is that?
Do you see him? Ruby crown kinglet. And there's a chipmunk yelling away. Cute. They're so adorable.
Wandering around by the campsite, I found a cave. It was real interesting.
I found a cave and there are footprints heading up there and then up this side. Okay, I found my cave for the next couple nights. This is pretty cool. There's some inscription in there, so probably not the natives, but it's nice. And right down there is the van. You can see the top. Okay, and then I'm going to use these native-made steps to get down. Okay. How cool. Came from up there. Now I'm going to head down this white rock down the ravine to get back to the campsite.
Okay, this segment, it's time for birding and biking.
Oh, there goes a bluebird.
We saw both the mountain bluebirds and the western bluebirds. They overlap in this range. The western bluebirds have more orange. The females, however, look very similar to each other. The western bluebirds have a little smaller range than the mountain bluebirds, and the mountain bluebirds go all the way up into Alaska.
There he is.
Okay, back to camp. Tonight we're going to do some dark sky observations. There's actually a comet that will be in view as well. Here's the moon, and this is the Aurora Borealis in New Mexico. Pretty impressive. Bandelier National Monument has not disappointed with birds. I put the number of birds that we saw of each species next to the bird. We got 27 different bird species altogether. On day 4, we'll be hiking the top of the Mesa. We'll take the Frey Trail and the Keweenee Trail for our next video. Very impressive as well. Thank you so much for watching DNA's Birding Adventures, subscribing to our channel, leaving comments, liking. We appreciate it all. Happy trails to you. Until next time.